landed my Jeep. Oh, dude. What a day. Yes, I have in many occasions. Many occasions. That's like my whole life in a nutshell, man. Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's right. It's the journey. It is the journey. And now we're here. We've arrived at the destination. And that is the fucking different show. Welcome to the show, guys. We're going to be working out a couple kinks here and there. We've been working on this podcast up until the last minute. We really haven't had a lot of time to work on it. So, all the time that we could get in, we got in and did what we could. But it's like as the further we got into it, the more we realized, holy crap, there's so much more that we need to do. So we kind of started cranking it out, in the past couple of days, all the way up until just now. Like the past 2 days, we've been working pretty tirelessly. I mean, of course, I stopped to take a break and play little video games here and there, don't tell Advent, but okay. All right. Well, now that I have you guys all to myself. No, look here. I got to pull up the chat so I can see what you guys are saying. He's too loud now. Oh, we got to turn him down then. Oh yeah. Okay. So like about the show, I guess we're just kind of like, it's going to be a hodgepodge of different topics, like things that we just think about on a daily basis, things that are going on currently, like, the stuff with the presidential debate, stuff that's happening recently.
How's it still
some crazy new developments happening in the world? But we're not going to get too deep. We're not going to get too like way deep. You know what I mean? Because then it starts to get crazy. And honestly, I don't really, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I don't really know much about the world around me. I'm pretty sheltered and I don't know shit. So, but through this podcast, we're actually kind of learning a little bit, and I hope to, like both of us, hope to learn a little bit more about the world around us, and hopefully you guys can with us, and we could laugh about it on the way. So we have some special segments that we put together for you guys. One of which I'm like, dude, I love this. I love this skit. It's going to be funny. I think you guys will like it. The other one, I'm a little, I don't know. Advent's gung ho. He loves it, dude. He's like, yes, let's do it. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. And but we're gonna do it anyways, dude. So you guys are gonna see the train wreck here live on the fucking different show on twitch.tv. Same old place we play video games at. We've been doing it for a while now. Thank you guys for coming, dude. I really appreciate it, dude. I know Advent really does too.
All right, Dub. I actually didn't hear anything you said, so that's fine.
Oh yeah.
So let's just jump in. In. I don't know what you've already said. So basically, this is like
nothing really.
Nothing really. Just been like spitballing. Okay, that's cool.
Well, I did tell him a little bit about the show. I told him about what we were doing, what we're trying to accomplish, and what they're to expect, about some of this special segments that we got set up. But I didn't tell him anything about them. I just told him that they're there.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, let's just go into it. So the show, we want to make fun of everybody basically, So and ourselves mostly. Like I feel like you got to draw from your own experience, so you should make fun of situations you're in yourself and you've been in, so that's kind of what this show kind of stemmed from, but also reconnecting with people, because I feel like I play video games a lot. That's how me and Dub met. Actually, we met 4 years ago and something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. And it's like you meet all these cool people online, but sometimes you hang out for so many years and you met these people online, but it never most of the time it doesn't really go that deep. And I was like, I think we could change that, because it's that's the future. That's how things are going to go, really. So we played video games together, and we would just play the video games together. But then it kind of became something more, we got close. So I want to share that. I want to share the weird conversations you have with people, or you don't hold back as much when you're just talking to some person that's on the other side of the world sometimes. So I kind of want to bring that to the forefront. Love it first tweet.
Yeah, I mean, me and Advent are at the point where we just show each other full frontals at any given moment of the day.
Really. Yeah, anytime.
You know what I mean? We can just be naked around each other at this point because we're so comfortable.
And I was gonna say,
and I met him actually. When I met you, we were both naked. Isn't that correct?
Oh, actually, yeah, we were.
If I remember correctly, when we first met, we were both naked and we both had rocks in our hands.
Yeah, no, we were both butt naked. We were stranded in the wilderness. It was pretty fucking scary, actually. I gotta say, it was terrifying. But we survived, man. We made it. and we we banded together with some other people that happened to be naked, and good times were to be had. We should
Yeah, man. I
we
mean,
should
there's a
probably
lot you
let
could
them
do with
know
the
we're
rock.
talking about a video game, right?
Rust.
Rust.
Yeah, we're
okay,
talking about
we're talking
Rust.
about
You
Rust.
guys,
This wasn't
get your
real
mind
life.
out
Sorry
of
if
the
you
gutter.
thought that. No,
Jesus
this was a video game where you start out naked and you'll have a rock and you make your way up. Sorry about that if there was confusion. Yeah, we were naked and afraid for sure. All right, man. Let's
Oh,
move
yeah.
let's move this on. We'll talk about ourselves, like our past, or
Okay,
too
yeah.
much, our relationship.
All right.
That's come on. Like they're gonna get jealous. 'cause
I
we
could
got
talk
a
about
pretty
that
good
all
thing
day,
going
dude. What are you
here.
talking about?
I don't wanna make
People want to
people
know.
jealous.
They want to know.
All right, all right. So we don't want to get too political. Like, I'd like to stay away from that. But did you guys see the debate? Who saw the debate for real? Like,
The debate. The
debate.
I saw-
Debate. It was pretty wild.
I saw like maybe about 30 minutes, but then I got interrupted. I had to go do something really important. And I haven't gotten back to the rest of it because of my apathy. And like, I don't know, just watching that 30 minutes was already like, it was excruciating enough, dude. It was
Bro.
nails on a chalkboard kind of thing,
It felt like,
I mean,
like
what do
I'm
you
not
think?
gonna
What's your
pick
overall
sides
take?
too much. I like because they both to a degree, let's just say that there was a back and forth parts too where it's just like like these dudes are both like what in their 70s, and it just seems like even at that age like you still can stoop to that to a level, because I definitely say Trump kind of Trump started it. It sounds so childish, but like where's the decorum at? Anyway,
I mean, and it was just, it was like little kids. It was like little kids arguing,
little
dude.
kids.
It really was.
Yeah, it was like little kids. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
So it just makes me imagine, like, can you only imagine, like, if little kids were running for president?
I could actually imagine that. That'd be fucking hilarious, dude.
Let's use our imaginations then. And let's just see what that would look like in today's world. Little tiny baby kids running for president. Yeah.
So what you're saying is you want to pretend like
Yes.
we're baby versions of Joe Biden and Trump.
Yeah, baby Trump, baby
Who
Biden
gets to be-
right now.
Who gets to be Trump and who gets to be Biden?
I mean, I can't do Trump probably to save my life, but I feel like you'd make a good Biden.
Neither could I.
I feel like you'd do a good Biden, and so I feel like I got to get stuck with the Trump card. Does that sound fair?
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
All right,
that's
let's
good
just
for me,
imagine
man,
this.
'cause
Let's
I
just
can't do a
imagine
Trump
this.
at
All right, guys. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna go to imagination land here. So hold on for a second. Thank you for joining the 2020 Class President Debate. I'm your teacher, Mr. Dadman. And today we got little baby Donald Trump here and little baby Joe Biden, Vice President. And they're both gonna go back and forth on some questions I have from the day. And we're gonna just see where things land so the American people can make a better decision come election day. How's it going, guys?
Oh, it's going pretty good, Mr. Dadvan.
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic as usual. Doing terrific. So yeah, let's get on with this already.
Okay, so we will.
It's going to be a pleasure, Mr. President.
Yeah, sure, if you say so.
Okay, guys, let's move past the introductions here and let's get into the questions. So let's just get straight into the student council vacancy. Trump, let's start with you first. Like, what's the rush on filling that spot?
Well, it's really not a rush. There's a vacancy, so obviously I'm gonna fill it with whoever I see fit. So yeah, like she's a phenomenal candidate, and everyone's gonna like her. She's the perfect fit, really. Like, despite your party, she's just great. Okay, terrific.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, despite your party. Yeah, this guy just wants to put in put in a hall monitor that suits
Student council. Student council. What are you, drunk? You don't even know what's happening.
I'm sorry. I meant student council. That's what I meant to say. He's gonna put it in the student councils. They're gonna make you do things that you don't want to do. They're gonna take your cookies. Okay, they're gonna take all your cookies.
No, they're not gonna take your cookies. They're not gonna take your cookies.
All the American.
The Democratic Party is the one taking your
That's what
cookies
you've been doing
from
for
hardworking Americans
You've been.
and giving them to other students who didn't work for them.
Yeah, you've been doing a whole lot of nothing for 4 years, okay? And all you've been doing is taking the cookies. You're taking the cookies from the people, and the people need their cookies. There's people dying out in the streets, and all
Lies.
you're doing over here is taking all
Lies.
the cookies.
Fake news.
That's not. No, that's that.
Okay,
you can't just-
okay, guys, okay. Biden, we're going to aim this next question at you, okay? Let's just try to keep it civil, you two. So Biden,
Oh, yeah, I mean-
let's get this question out here now during the debate. Do you support packing the council?
I mean,
He's not gonna answer that.
you
He's not gonna answer that.
listen. Okay, you need to get all the students out there. You need to get out there, and you need to go to the polls, and you need to vote. Get this guy out of office. He's been
Answer the question. Are you gonna pack? Do you support packing the council? That's it.
I don't. Listen, I think if you look at it, you gotta understand. Okay, we're trying to rebuild the economy. We're trying to. You don't. The house.
We did rebuild it.
Okay?
We did rebuild it. We built it amazing, better than ever, better than it's ever been.
No, it's doing it. It's
That's
doing
my
worse than
doing.
It's ever been. No, that's
that's my
a
doing.
lie.
No.
That is a bold-faced lie.
You're a liar.
I'm not
You're a
lying.
liar.
You're a liar.
No, you're a liar.
No, you're a liar.
No, you're a liar.
No, man. Look, shut up, man. Look.
Okay,
you're like
okay, guys, okay,
the worst
guys.
president.
What?
Worst president? I'm the worst president?
Yeah, you're the worst president that there ever was.
I can only imagine what it'd be like as you president, huh?
Oh, yeah. Who can love you like me? Nobody. Who can sex you like me? Nobody. Who can treat you like me, baby? Nobody. Joe Biden, baby. Nobody. Who can do you like me? Nobody. Who can give you what you need? Nobody. Who can do you all night? Nobody. Joe Biden.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
that would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it?
no, that was really that was odd, guys. Can we stay on track here?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, that was
yeah, get him back.
that
on
was pretty
track.
weird. Let's move on.
Okay, moving on. So let's talk about the Cooties 19 response. Biden, we'll start with you. Like, what are your thoughts on the response to Cooties 19 this year?
Oh, well, I mean, if you could call it a response, you know, you got.
Oh, we're doing amazing. We're doing a great job, better than you would ever do.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, under your presidency, nobody could even visit the nurse Fauci and get their boo boos looked at because they can't even afford to go there because they don't even have cookies to afford it. And you know what
actually-
these cookies do?
Actually, that's false. That's false. We're doing a tremendous job. My plan, and we're not even talking about the nurse's office reform plan right now either, but I will answer it. No, it's better. It's the best plan that was ever created ever. So I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have a plan.
No,
He doesn't have a plan.
No, you don't got a plan. I'd like to hear your plan, Mr. Socialist. So you want to have socialist healthcare? My plan's amazing.
We built the plan. We built Obamacare. We built it
Yeah, and I
you tore it down.
Yeah, it took me. I spent 9 months destroying it, almost my whole term, to get rid of it because it's a piece of crap. So that's why my plan is taking so long, because part of my plan
Whatever, man.
is getting rid of your stupid plan. And that takes time because you Democrats make you to dance through these hoops. It's a disaster. Bunch of dummies.
This guy's full of crap, man.
Okay, let's try not to talk over each other too much, guys. Biden.
I
So
can't
back.
even finish a thought.
Yeah, I understand. And Trump, can we just ask your party agree that you guys, to the questions and the format? So if you could just do that. Okay, go ahead.
Biden. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you
Go ahead.
What do you want me to
He
say?
wants you to answer the question instead of deflecting on me. What would you do, huh?
I would just make sure that everybody gets their cookies, okay? Because we have a cookie problem. Okay?
What about the cooties problem?
Because of you.
How many individual thoughts are you having right now? String them together, buddy.
Look, man, look.
Graduate at the bottom of your class.
Cookies. It ends with the cooties.
Okay, and it's showing.
You're trying to take the
If you're not first in your class, you're last.
19. Listen to me. During this cooties 19 epidemic, you've been hoarding all the cookies and hoarding all the stuff for the nurse's office, and she can do the proper cares for the people, for the students. Okay? And the people, Shelly had to go home early the other day because she got the cooties 19.
Well, that's her problem.
I had to watch her.
Maybe she should work harder so she can afford what she needs. Why do we gotta pay for it?
Because she needs our help, and so do the American people. If we help the American people, then everybody will benefit.
Okay.
But this guy over here is trying to stop that from happening.
Biden, your time's up. We're gonna move to Trump for a second on this one.
Yeah. We've done a fantastic job. Probably handled the Cooties 19 better than anyone else in the world would have, honestly. And, I don't even like calling it Cooties. It's a China problem, okay? We should be calling it China 19, if you ask me. And old Joey over here is ready to let him take his lunch, He's basically bent over backwards for him. And, if I even closed the borders when I did, things would be much worse. And the Democrats, boo-hoo want to keep it open, immigration. Just imagine.
Oh yeah, just imagine letting hard-working individuals into our country like we've always done since the beginning of the country. The people.
Well, we need to get back to
the important part of this.
Well, I'm trying to make America great again. We need to get back to our old values, okay?
Our old values. See, this guy doesn't even know what values are. If it hit him in the face, he wouldn't even know what it looked like.
Yes, I would. You wouldn't know what they look like. You don't know what they look like.
If you let me finish.
Graduate at bottom of your class.
If you vote for me this year to become the president, I will make sure that you get your cookies. I will make sure that we will take care.
No, you'll just let anyone have our cookies. You'll just let anyone have them. I want to make the world's most strongest cookie jar, so no one else can get them from us.
This is what he does. He just talks over you, and he won't let you get a word in edgewise, and all he does is just fill you with propaganda and lies. It's all just a bunch of sham wow.
You're lying.
Nothing. It's a shoe nannies.
At least I speak it like it is. How's the far left gonna?
Like it is.
Why don't you say hall monitor? How about you say hall monitor? Just say it. Far left liberals wouldn't like that very much. Supporting the hall monitors? Huh? Just gonna let the bullies take your lunch, Joey?
Nah, man, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about hall monitor.
We're talking about it now.
We're talking about when people need to go to the potty, they're allowed to go to the potty because that's a normal thing that people need to do. And if they're getting in trouble and sent to ABC because they're trying to go potty, then that's not fair.
Guys, let's move on. We only have so much time here. We're gonna move on to the next topic. You guys are just going back and forth at each other's necks. Let's talk about the hall monitor since you guys brought it up. Biden, or do you support desashing the hall monitors and taking away their sash?
No, man, no.
Good luck with this question, buddy.
Fund the
You're
police.
about to throw away your whole chance.
Just listen,
You
okay?
gotta desash the hall monitors.
What we need is reform. We need to make sure that the hall monitors that we're putting in place are qualified to do the hall monitor tasks. If they're not qualified, then that's it. You know, we gotta have a rigorous, more, expansive way of getting these hall monitors put into the hallways so that they can protect the students. But they need to be serving and protecting the students.
They're already doing that. They're already doing a fine job.
Cookies.
There's fine people. There's you always.
It's not good enough.
Yeah.
It's not good enough.
So I bet you support desashing them. That's what I'm hearing. I think the officers of this nation are doing a fine
Stop
job.
trying to twist my words around. You're twisting it. You're twisting it all.
You can't just hyper focus on a bunch of bad eggs. You can find bad footage of anybody if you try hard enough. That's what's going on here. And it's the Democrats lobbying, trying to make this into a race issue. Well, it's not.
You're the only one. Look at you can't even. I don't understand. This guy, he's just a big dummy. He's a big old dummy. He doesn't
No, you're the
understand
dummy.
anything.
You're the dummy. I'm
You're the
terrific.
dummy. No, you're the dummy.
I'm probably the best president ever was.
You're
And
an idiot.
you're just jelly. And you idiot.
No, I'm not.
Talk about idiot. You graduated bottom of your class, Joey. If you ain't first class, you're last.
You got a hamburger butt. You got a hamburger butt.
Oh, okay,
nasty. I don't want
guys,
that.
I'm shutting this. I'm shutting this whole thing down now. This is ridiculous. Neither one of you, right now as I see it, neither one of you can be class president. I'm sorry. I would rather give it to the Cookie Monster. I would rather give it to the Cookie Monster. That's it. We're turning the. I'm ending the Zoom. I'm ending the Zoom call.
I'm ending the Zoom call. I won. I won. You loser. I won.
No! I'm Joe Biden!
All right, shut it down. I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down.
Oh man,
That was so bad.
I wasn't picking my nose. That's not what it looked like. I was just scratching the outside. Okay, guys.
Oh,
All
my
right.
God.
Look,
That was
dude,
That
was insane, dude. I definitely won. Joe Biden for like 100% all the way. I won.
Trump won,
won the
dude.
debate.
Trump won that one. And I'm just
Are you
saying that
kidding
because
me,
I
dude?
played him.
Okay,
I played him.
yo.
I'm talking about who played who better. Like I won that. I was all up in
Oh.
your ass.
Oh, I don't know, man.
You know what? I think
We gotta
your
let the people
Biden was
decide.
more disruptive than like you were. I think you were disruptive.
I was being
saying-
disruptive.
You had a lot to say. As baby Biden, you really did.
Part of the little child in me was trying to, you know what I mean? Like, no way. You know?
No, I'm not gonna let this guy win. It's probably it's pretty
Yeah,
accurate.
exactly.
Yeah, it was close. So
Yeah.
Dub. So speaking of little babies, what would you do if that was your kid running for class president and you saw that video and that's your kid talking like that? Like, what would you do? Would you be? Do you believe it's spanking? Like, is that too like?
You mean like if
That's too hot, isn't it? We
Joe
shouldn't say that
Biden was
online.
like, or,
Either
Yeah,
one.
let's-
Both of
we're
those
not
kids.
spanking no
Both
kid.
of your both of
No.
those kids are yours in this situation.
I don't know. Just trying to imagine like having Donald Trump as your baby, or like Joe Biden, like the real baby Joe Biden and the real baby
Yeah.
Donald Trump. Like just imagine going back then before, like were they still the same?
No,
Was
the
Donald
exact
Trump
same.
like a-
Imagine like that video, and that's your kids, and you have to deal with these kids in real life. Like, can you imagine that? I just thought of this. Like,
I feel like
would-
Donald would be that one kid that was always crying because he didn't get, like, it wasn't fair. Nothing was fair. Nothing
Yeah.
went his way. And he was just like a huge brat. I feel like Biden, I don't know, maybe that's assuming too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
just
I
it's
mean-
funny to think about. It's definitely funny to think about.
I think in
though.
that situation like that, I'm just thinking like straight what just happened. Like, both of them are like, oh my god, like these kids, I cannot leave them alone. I'd be like, my hands are full. Like I have my kid already, and I can only, like,
Oh God.
he's already enough, you know. And
I
I'm
mean,
like,
that's what kids do, man.
yeah.
Yo, that was pretty tame. Those guys were fucking civil as those are some civil children, dude. Children get
You think
crazy,
so?
dude. They
Compared
fight.
to
kids
the
have
actual-
like, oh,
See, I don't know. I
dude.
don't have that
Okay,
much
when I was a
experience.
kid,
Oh, okay.
dude, I threw a paint can across the hallway. It was an empty paint can. It was like chilling in my brother's closet. And
Someone said they
my
would abort
sister,
Trump.
my sister and her friend were hiding. They were hiding in the closet under like a bunch of towels, and they were like spying on me. And like they used to do this shit all the time, dude. It was so funny.
Your brothers.
I mean, at the time, I was
underneath
always like
towels
upset about it.
and spy on you.
No, my sister and her friend Eden.
Oh, your
They would
sister. I
just,
don't know why I
they would
heard
like they would.
I didn't even know you had a sister,
Yeah,
man.
my
What the
sister
hell?
I do, yeah, I do. Yeah.
So you got
My
two
little
brothers,
sister.
and you got a mysterious sister that you even told me about.
little
Wow.
sister. I
okay.
mean,
I didn't know I
pretty
could
sure
be learning some stuff about your, here. Like, keeping secrets from me. Okay, cool.
That's not a secret. I don't know. I just
Apparently.
never got to
Yeah,
mentioning
you
it.
never
I guess.
brought her up.
I,
Never brought her up.
I swear to
Either
God.
that or
I
she's not that
swear.
important to you. And that's
What do you
actually,
mean?
That's pretty sad. I felt
Okay,
bad for her.
don't do
I hope
that.
she's not
Don't do that
watching. I hope
because-
she's not watching. Just so
my
you
God.
know, if
Why
you were
would you
my
say-
sister, I would have brought you up day one, meeting everybody. I'm telling that I have a sister and she's really cool. I'm just saying.
Stay away
Go
from
ahead.
Advent, okay?
Go
if
ahead.
you're watching this, stay away from Advent. He's full of shit. He's full of shit, okay?
How old is your sister,
No, but-
Dub?
Oh God.
just kidding. Move on,
Anyways,
move
this is
on.
why I don't bring up my sister.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me the story.
anyways,
They're hiding up the towels.
What? Yeah, they were hiding. They were hiding in the closet, dude. And fucking, I heard him giggling, and I went over there and I was like, get out of my room! What are you doing, you fucking assholes? And then like Eden was like yelling at me from down the hallway, and I was like pissed off. I don't know why I was so pissed off, but I was like, I was so annoyed. And they used to do this shit all the time, so I was just like, I grabbed the first thing that I saw, and it was like right around the corner in the closet on this little shelf thing. It was an empty paint bucket can. I just grabbed it, not even thinking about it, and then chucked it down the hallway, and it went boom, and it hit her right in the
Did the
forehead.
paint
dude, like,
burst
right-
everywhere, or just the can
Just-
just full deck, no paint? I imagine it's like the Matrix.
there was
except
no
for
paint.
They
It was
don't
empty.
dodge. Got you.
they didn't know she did not dodge it.
It's
And
just like
then-
that
oh my
scene in the
God, I left
Matrix,
like a-
except for they did not dodge like at all. I got you. Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, man. I mean, okay, but in hindsight, maybe a paint bucket was.
you're
that's,
just
I mean,
thinking,
that's like a
okay.
lethal weapon.
But what
That was pretty
so that's
bad.
your sister. I mean,
you
I
know.
can tell some stories about my brothers and stuff. Of course, like we were animals. I got my two younger brothers, and I got a friend named Dustin. He's like a brother to me. We all grew up together. He's probably more of a brother to me. I'm not going to go too far, but either way. No, we would do. Man, we were little animals, man. We would beat the shit out of each other. We would like the littlest brother. Feel really bad for him. He would get the worst of it. Like we would like convince him to do all kinds of shit, and he would just go for it. Like we put him in a box and we pushed him down like 2 flights of stairs, and he got caught at the
Oh my
end. There was like a post, and like he hit the post like full force, and the cardboard box did absolutely nothing
yeah.
to protect him from hitting that at like I don't know,
Oh.
30 miles an hour, just flying down the And then I don't know why, but for some reason, right after that, he
Damn.
decided to go again, but in a dog kennel. I don't know. I did all kinds of stuff to him. I feel pretty guilty about it. But anyway, so that's about That's
I mean, yeah, that's brothers. That's family,
brothers,
dude.
man.
That's-
Brothers, you fuck up your brothers. That's straight up. Like I think each brother is just gonna be more fucked up than the last one. So I feel a little bit of guilt for if they don't, if their lives aren't completely successful at the end of it, 100 years from now.
You think it's your
I
fault?
take some of
You
that.
think it's
Yeah,
your fault?
oh, for sure. I did some bad things. It'd always be like, oh yeah, man, trust me, bro. I'm not gonna do anything wrong to you. I'm your brother. Why would I do that? I'm like, no, don't trust me. I
Just
lie
taking
to
advantage
you
of
every
it.
time, and you keep falling for it. Stop.
Well, you know what though? Okay, here, that's a good life lesson though to learn. And I know that's probably not what you intended, but it's something that's like as a side effect. Like your brothers fuck with you.
Jasmine
and
said
they
if she
haze
was
you,
my sister,
and
she
you
would
learn
have
how
tossed me down the
you learn-
stairs. Can you believe that?
to. Oh,
Jasmine,
I would have done the same.
you cannot take me. I'm way stronger than I look. Like this.
in a bucket.
Yeah. Like this strength.
Yo,
right
Cindy's
here.
here too. Yo, what up, Cindy?
It's incredible. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get off subject here. We're supposed to be talking about parenting, Dub. Like,
Yeah, we're
all
talking
right. Tell
about
me
your
your thoughts
muscles.
when you became like a dad. Like, what was your like first initial thought? Like, how fucking scared were you? You don't have to go into too much. You know, just go like however you feel
It
comfortable.
was
Like,
it was a little different for me because I met a girl who already had a kid.
Yeah.
That's my son now, and he was already about like 2.5, or like somewhere around 2 years old, you know. So she was already kind of like, it was a thing, you know what I mean? And like we just dated for a little while, and I guess in
How did
that
you guys
sense
meet,
it
by the
wasn't
way? You
as
mind if I
scary
ask that?
because
how'd you meet?
we met online. We met online.
You did?
Yeah.
You met online.
We did meet
Okay.
online. We did meet online. You know that story that there's a little truth to the story there.
All right. Keep going.
You remember that story I told you? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so we met online.
No. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm telling you. Yeah, man. That's why I put it in there. I just, hey, might as well. Might as well.
Shit. All right. I feel
So-
like we should touch
so,
back
yeah.
on that a little later. Let's not get too much into
Oh no,
that.
I mean
That's-
no, it's okay. So yeah, we don't have to go like we just.
So you
skip-
met
skip over that.
online,
but
you met
basically
online,
like we
okay.
met, and then we got together and we started dating, and we took it slow, and I'd say like about like a year and a couple months after we started dating, we finally made it official.
yeah.
And at that point,
How old is
her son and I had
yeah.
already bonded,
And how old is he? By
and
this point?
he's still young.
yeah.
Like 3.5,
Like
4 years
3.5?
old.
Okay.
So and then we made the decision to move in together, and we were together for 9 more years after that. I would say maybe about 10 now.
Okay.
And yeah, man, like just over the course of all that, I slowly became dad. It wasn't like that at the beginning,
Yeah.
and I was scared too. I was definitely scared because I didn't think that I was ready to become a dad or to father this child. That's I'm not even like his real dad. So then, I had thoughts of like,
Don't say that. You're his real dad, bro.
See,
But I get what
you know,
you're
like,
saying. Yeah.
yeah, but now I understand
Yeah.
that.
You're more his
I'm
real
not-
dad than his like sperm donor is. Like, because you're there.
Yeah. So it's interesting, like that's my, that's how I became a dad. It was not just
That's
by-
awesome, man. And man, for
I didn't
real,
knock
you
anybody
get,
up.
You get some credit because not a lot of dudes will even get in that situation with like a woman that has like a child, or vice versa. I feel
Yeah.
like So like
Yeah, for
that
sure.
is like I can see
Yeah.
that it's like you're like because like, and I'm speaking from experience. Like when you have like a kid, like like your lady gives birth to your kid that you made, like you have like this ramp up period. Like at first, like it's just like this little guy, this little thing almost, and like it takes time. Like yeah, you're a dad officially, like technically immediately, but you don't like feel that way yet. But I feel like if you come into it and the kid's already
Yeah.
like a couple years old, like you're just kind of like, all right, I gotta be like almost dad mode already. I don't know, like is that like how is that?
Yeah.
Because I feel like
It
I
just-
like with him, like it's just like it is a developing thing. I mean, I guess it's a developing thing either way, but like he starts out this little bean,
It
just
didn't
a little
really
tiny bean that doesn't do anything. So like he's maturing.
He did look like a little bean, dude. Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude! I wish I had a picture of him that I could show you guys right now.
Oh, we
I
do
don't
got-
have
we
any
got-
on
we
my
both had
on
little
this
beans.
computer. I have little bean. You know what? I could bring the photos over from the refrigerator. I have some photos on my refrigerator that I can show you guys. His little bean head, dude. He had a little bean head and all these like wispy hairs on there, dude.
Dude, my kid had a
he
cone
was
head.
adorable, man. And honest, he had a cone. Oh yeah, dude.
He had
that's
an
normal.
alien,
That's
like
kind of normal.
straight up alien head. It was actually pretty scary. They pulled
Yeah.
him out, and I was like, damn, what the hell was that?
My uncle showed me my.
I was like, put that
auntie's
hat on his
birth-
head, quick!
Dude, my uncle showed me my auntie giving birth to like my cousin, and like the whole thing. Like I walked into the living room and they're watching it, and I'm like, like, are you serious? Like, what am I watching? That's auntie. The what?
What?
Oh, okay, gotta go. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
my
wow.
uncle- I don't know.
That's a lot,
he's
man. That
funny
is
guy.
a lot to see.
Yeah. Yo, it's the miracle of life, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah. And then he showed, like, I walked back in later. He was like, hey, come look at the baby. Come look at the baby. He's a cone head. And then, like, he showed me my little cousin, dude, and he had like a crazy cone head in the back, dude. I was like, what? I didn't even know that happened, but I guess because the skull hasn't fully formed yet, it like
Well, yeah, it's really soft.
when you're coming out.
Yeah, because I think it
It
depends on
shapes
the like how long it takes and other factors. But yeah, like if they're in there a while, coming out, like it pulls their head out. Because I remember, dude, I was
And they-
I was freaked out. Like,
Squeezes
I
it.
was a little like stunned. I mean, I think you're stunned either way because I was like, holy shit, their baby's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out. But I remember he came out and he was fucking like gray. He looked like a fucking like full alien because his skin was gray. And his head was back, like full alien style.
Were
And I
you
was like,
scared that maybe? Were you scared that maybe your wife was like, like abducted by aliens and then came back,
or
and then just
willingly
had, like, this
cheating
alien
on me
baby?
with an alien? Yeah, both crossed my mind because I'm like,
willfully?
yeah, I know she likes that fan fiction.
She's
so I
like,
don't know if
"Damn,
she took
the
it like one
alien."
step too far, Yeah, the alien D though, it's for real.
She
You gotta get,
strange.
you do. I hear you get weird cravings when you're pregnant. I hear that, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Yeah, but I remember they pulled him out and they just threw him on top of her, like straight. It was like splat, and I was like, oh my god, they just like. And I didn't do. I remember it took me 6 months to even like pick him up faster than like slow motion. Like, and they're just like as soon as he comes out, they just flop right on their belly, and I'm like, oh my god, or on their
Yeah.
chest, whatever. But so yeah. I don't know. It's great though. I love being a
Yeah.
dad. I love being a dad. It's great. It's like a everyday thing. I'm learning to because I was gonna say, man, like when you said the real dad thing, it made me think of my grandpa because my grandpa is actually not my biological grandfather. Like my grandma was married to another man, and that's how my mom and my uncle came about. But then he left her in the Vietnam War for a Vietnamese woman, and then. So eventually, yeah, my grandma and my grandfather, who I actually call my grandfather, met, and he like straight up like just took it all on and adopted my mom and my uncle, and then eventually, a couple years later or more, had like their own child together, who's my aunt. We don't talk about her though. But my grandpa, man, he stepped the fuck up. So like, the real dad is the person that's in your life, like taking care of you and being there for you, like. And that was like my huge motivation because like my dad wasn't around, so like when I had Roman, I was like, I'm gonna be there, like at the very least, I mean more than that, but that was like my whole motivation is like my grandfather being like this strong, role model, and then not having one at home every day, I'm like I'm gonna be that dad. So I've always wanted to be a dad for sure. So there's never like any doubts.
Yeah.
The only doubts is like, do I want to be a dad with this person? And until I met Maddie, that was never a yes. So yeah, it's
Never
all
a
about
yes,
getting with the
yeah.
right person and
Yeah.
being parents together. I kind of want to go back to something you said earlier because that was pretty interesting. You said that you met online.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the online dating a little bit because I just feel like I tried it,
Okay.
man, and it was never successful. And like, I wouldn't call you're single now, right? That's like no secret.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
call like a 10-year relationship a failure by any means. Like, sometimes like things just don't
No.
work out. Like you have a successful relationship up to that point. That's possible. I know some people like to, you get in a relationship and like by something happens and you're not in that relationship anymore. They think it was a failure overall, but it's not really a failure. I'd say like you learned from it and you had your happy times together. So, but for the most part,
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd say like a failure of a relationship would be one where I don't know, like I don't know, you degenerate, you lose track of things, like you throw like caution to the wind, and I mean
Yeah.
not throwing caution
like
to the
a
wind, but,
relationship. I'm saying a relationship
where-
can fail, like
where it
obviously if
doesn't
ends,
grow,
it
where you
fails.
guys don't grow
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
Yeah. And we definitely grew together throughout the entire relationship, whether
Yeah.
we broke up in the end or not. Like it was never, that never been like an issue for me. It wasn't,
gotcha.
as far as breakups are concerned, this breakup actually was very amicable, very
yeah,
amicable.
and-
And we
and-
still talk like all the time. Yeah.
I'm kind of on it. I kind of like a tangent. Well, obviously you got like a kid together, but my whole point
Yeah.
is that to have like met someone online and especially all that time ago, I feel like that was a long time ago. Back in those days, I feel like it was like, it was an oddity for sure. It's way more common now, but that long ago, for it to have like gone that long and it blossomed, and there was a success in there, even though it's not continued. just online dating is such
Yeah,
a
it
shit
works.
storm. So I'm just trying to like say like online dating is a shit storm, and the fact that you got that out of one is like pretty great. You know, even though whatever happened at the end, like it was still, you know, you got a son out of it, man. You got a son out of it, and you got a
She-
friend. Like, I don't
yeah.
know, you guys are still friends or what you would
what-
call.
We're life partners.
Life partners. All right.
No. I mean, well, so the thing is like, I mean, dude, there have been follies too. Like you said, you had failed, like you had a lot of failed encounters online, or maybe I don't know. Did you meet up with anybody that you met?
I met
online?
up with a lot of people online. My wife knows this. That, you know, when I was back in the
Oh
day,
God.
I was a bit of a hoe. I'll admit that. Yeah, but you know, I could take some blame for it. But man, the quality of people, like what you see, is not what you get. That's the first thing you gotta learn when you get on online dating. It's like, I don't know, 1 in 1,000 probably. That's a ridiculous number. Whatever, is telling the truth. The other 999 lying. They are lying about most of the shit they put on there, and they make themselves like they capture these pictures a certain way. Oh my God, it's not cool. It's not cool. And
Oh, you're talking about getting, you get talking
talking
about
about getting-
people kind of like catfishing.
I'm talking about getting catfish, man. Because I tell you, and you know what? This comes off a little vain, but
You-
I can say this because I was like 10 years younger, okay? Give me a break. I went
okay.
and met a lady. And she looked one way on the picture. So I'm like, oh, this lady's she's cool. And we were vibing. And I drive like 45 minutes to go meet this person. I pull up, and I knock on her door. She answers the door. And she's dressed in like these puffy shoes, which was just odd to me. I was like, those are some weird shoes. And then I scan up and I look at her face. She has thick as this mustache right here that I got, but only on one side. So she's got a mustache hanging off to one side of her face. I'm sorry, that's not for me. I can't.
What, dude?
I can't.
You
I can't
be serious.
I'm so serious, man. Like shave it at least. Like fucking like.
No,
that's
dude, that is. Are you serious, dude?
I'm 100%. Now maybe it wasn't this thick, but man, it was curled over the lip, and it wasn't as thick, but it was lighter. But the hairs were so
Oh
long,
my
they were
God,
curling over
dude.
the lip on one side, and maybe it wasn't half; it was like a quarter.
Oh my God.
But my mind, my mind.
Okay, okay, I get what you're saying.
It affected me. Did
it
still-
look like maybe she waxed one side and then forgot about the other side?
Maybe she had
Is
bad
that what
lighting. Maybe she had
happened
bad.
there?
You're probably right. Lighting is key, really. I think you're probably right. She probably in her
Yo.
bathroom. She probably has like one like bad light bulb, and you're supposed to have those 3 light bulbs at the top, and only one of them was working, but barely,
Yeah.
and it was going out. So like
Gotcha.
this side of her face looked flawless
Gotcha.
because it was in the dark, and she just got this side. You're probably right. Yeah, I gotta give her a break. I feel bad now. I mean, the point of the stories is I still smashed, you know, because I drove 45 minutes, so obviously, still
Oh.
smashed. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean.
Anyway, I got catfished.
Dude, I got catfished as well once before, and that was it. It was just one time. I really didn't go. I didn't meet a
Chelsea
lot of
says
people
I
that
should
I
feel
met
bad.
online. I think I've.
Crane says I should feel bad.
Oh, you should.
Should I feel bad?
Nah,
I
no,
feel
you
bad?
smashed. No,
I
you
smashed. I
No,
smashed. Why would I feel bad?
You smashed.
Yeah, I did. I
That
did.
that's a good thing.
I did the deed.
He gave it up.
I
even
I
though
accepted her
he
for who
looked
she
past
was.
her
and I-
physical
exactly.
attribute. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that kind of makes me feel a little bit more guilty about mine.
yeah, I don't feel
because
bad at all.
I didn't smash. I didn't smash.
What? You didn't
Okay,
smash?
so I met this girl online on a dating ad thing, and oh my God, this is gonna sound bad, dude. I
Oh my
really
God.
this was a long time ago too. I was like 25, I think, and I was still like going to college, you know, like Van Wilder, because I was like, you know, dropping out of classes left and right. So like I was taking an exceptionally long amount of time to get my AA degree, and
How long ago
so
was this?
there was like I was in between relationships. This was like I said,
So
it
this
was
is like
probably
12
10,
years ago.
11 years ago. 11 years ago.
11 years.
12 years
okay.
ago. Yeah. It was before I met Jen, my ex Jen.
Got you.
And it was like pretty much like right before I met her. And so I was on this, you know, dating site, and I found this ad for a girl. She actually had a picture of herself, and she looked really pretty. Like she looked really pretty, and then she kind of had like her boobs, like, you know, like in the pic, you know, and she was
Oh,
kind of
obviously,
squeezing them together.
obviously,
She
yeah.
could see a lot of extra cleave, and I was just like, oh, okay.
There's nothing
All
wrong
right.
with that too,
I'll
because
hit-
you gotta
I'll-
you gotta draw them in.
I will. there was no swiping left and right at the time. So I was like, I'll click on this, you know, I'm going to click on that.
I'm gonna click this. Okay. Okay.
So I responded to her you know, like I messaged her, and she ended up getting back to me, and we set up like a you know, a time and place to meet. She ended up just coming to my place, and we were going to go eat.
And this is the first
And,
day.
so she comes. This
Day
is the
one
first.
of the
No,
meet.
not right away.
Okay.
No,
But the first time you
yeah, it
meet
was
this
like-
person,
it
they
was
come
like
to
a
your house?
A couple days later. She came, well, not into my house, but she
hadn't
came to
yet,
the
but she's
parking
going
lot.
to.
She hadn't come yet, but she
Okay,
was
okay.
on the way to coming.
Okay.
And anyways, so she starts like I go out, she's like calls me and she's like outside. I'm like, all right, cool. And I go outside and I'm like looking, I'm like waiting for her to come down the street. And oh my God, dude, I can't, you
Bro,
know what? Okay,
don't.
guys, look,
Don't.
I don't even want to finish the story because I
People are
feel so
gonna-
guilty and stupid,
Nah,
dude.
I can already see where this is
But
going.
honestly, dude, I would have smashed too. The thing is I would have smashed too. She was a
But
bit
you-
heavier than I would have liked. She was a lot. Like she was very
Oh my
like she was
God.
like 5'1" and maybe like 400 and something pounds. I don't know. So it was a lot. She was a really, really big girl. And I, you know, nothing against, you know, people who are overweight. I've been with
I
overweight
think there's
girls.
something
That's the
about
thing
the
is I've
honesty,
dated
like,
skinny
right?
girls, I've
Is that
dated
what-
overweight girls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's
was
like,
more or less
that's
that she
like,
kind of
that's what
deceived
happens
me.
is like,
That's
if they're just straight up honest about it, or like, you know, like they're not just like hiding who they are, like, I think that's the real issue is that you feel lied to. It's like to say it works both
Yeah.
ways.
I mean,
like-
but she still was. Honestly, so we got okay. So we got.
Well,
to
let's
sit,
say you
like,
say you
we
have
got
like
in the
this
car and
job
we're
or
good-
whatever, or any kind of thing that you claim to be, and then it turns out not to be true. Like it's gonna be upsetting. That's just the way it is. You gotta be honest.
Yeah. But I wasn't that upset. I could understand, honestly. So we got in the car, and I was just like, you know, in my head, I was like, all right, you know, like whatever. She's not exactly what I expected, but that's okay because she actually was pretty. You know what I mean? Like it really didn't have a problem with her looks. Like if she was just honest about it, honestly, I would have been a lot more open to just going to meet up with her, and it would have just been better. But you know, it didn't ruin everything because I understood why she was insecure about it and she didn't want to say anything about it. Whatever, you know, her picture was very, very flattering. And
So how did
in her
how did
eyes, you
everything
know, and
end?
she
Like
didn't
what
wanna
was the
show.
resolution? Like how did the
Well, okay, so we're sitting there and we're talking about where we're gonna go eat, and like we were just joking around, we were like laughing about stuff, and it was going pretty good. Like we were actually having a good time. And my bass player from my old band, I was in a band at the time. My bass player calls me up and he's like crying, and I'm like, he's crying like his eyes out, and he's like, dude, he's like all emotional. He's drunk and he's at the bar and he doesn't have a ride, and his ex-girlfriend showed up who had cheated on him with like some mutual friend of ours, and it was like crazy. It was all crazy. And like, you know, I felt bad for him, of course, because, you know, we've
Yeah.
been through the whole relationship with him. And and she could kind of hear him on the phone, you know, but I bet you $20 she thought it was like one of those, you know, like, hey man, yo, if things go south, I'm going to text you and then text me back so that I could get out of this kind of thing. You know what I mean? But it really wasn't. Like he called me in like an emergency state, and I don't know though. Like I felt like I probably would have stayed if she didn't like if I felt like there was more of a connection, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, he was in a bad, like my friends come first, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, if I really want to go out with this girl again, I can go out with her again some other time. And if she's like over it at that point, then, you know, whatever, I guess we just have to move on. But like we talked a little bit after that, but that was
All
pretty
right.
much it. You
I
know,
get it,
it
I
just
get it, I
fizzled
get it.
out.
All right. So let's just be honest. We kind of stepped on a landmine there. I don't think, you know, maybe it's the wording, or maybe it's just maybe we worded it exactly the way we meant it. But like weight is a touchy issue, like with everybody. You know, anybody has
is.
a problem with weight. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it is.
So you bring it up in a certain light, and no one's gonna, you know, people aren't gonna like that. And I understand that. Like, you know, I got things about me that I'm insecure about, and maybe I wasn't completely honest when I was dating online. And we're not. I personally, if I was in your shoes and I had that issue, it wouldn't be like I don't mean it as a personal attack, but you could just boil it down honestly to like you see them one way in a picture that you're looking at, and then it's just about online dating really, and you see them one way, and you're like, oh, I'm attracted to this person, I'm gonna pursue it, because if you're not attracted to the person, like it's just not gonna go further than that. Like that's just boil it down. You don't have to talk about any kind of physical attributes, and I think that's what the core is. What you're saying, it doesn't matter, you know. And 10 years ago, 11 years ago, we were probably just shitheads either way. So, like that's not who. We
Yeah,
are
I
today,
was. I
either
definitely
way.
was. I'm just. Yeah, I'm drawing on the story as I remember. I'm trying to be as honest as
But
possible.
yeah, but
Like,
still,
that really
exactly.
was
That's
what was
like when
going on
I'm
through my
talking back
head.
then. I'm like this like 17-year-old. I'm 30, so I was like early 20s max. But that, you know, that doesn't excuse a 20-year-old's behavior or nothing. But that's not who I am today.
Yeah, I think I was a little bit more.
The same thing
surface
still
level at
goes,
that
like,
time.
I have to be attracted to somebody, and I'm attracted to my wife, and that's that's one of the reasons we're married. I'm attracted to her physically, mentally, emotionally, all these things. So I think it just comes down to that. And online dating, it's hard because you don't have much to go on off that, and then you meet and you don't have that immediate chemistry on like all these different levels. But you know, I just wanted to address that. I didn't want people thinking we were like shaming or anything like that. Anyway,
No.
so we kind of talked about catfishing, like, and these weren't like extreme examples, but we kind of wanted to. We were kind of imagining like if we had our own show that was similar to this. Letitia coming through with facts. You know what? Before I do this, I want to read.
Oh, Letitia's here.
Let's read the facts. Okay, I did read it. I read this. I did read that, but I didn't read it out loud.
Oh, she didn't.
I kind
she
of
didn't
addressed
feel
it.
like
I
it
mean, that's
needed
kind
to
of
be a
why I
part
said
of
what
it.
I just said. Is I'm kind
Did
of
you
addressing
mention
it.
how much you weighed? No, actually, Letitia, I didn't mention how much I weighed. I did have more revealing pictures though, because I had some pictures that friends took of me, and I figured that would be fair. You know what I mean? To show how it looked overall, like my whole body, like face, body, everything. So that way somebody doesn't, get the wrong idea. And I feel like women tend to, they can be very insecure. And I'm still insecure too. I have insecurities as well.
We all
but
have
there's no way
insecurities.
as a guy, like I can't hide it, and I guess maybe online I could, but I don't.
I think a
tend to
fair
do
point
that
we
because
have to
I
bring
know
up that we
how-
have to acknowledge is that women are way more accepting of overweight men than men are. And like, we are like, there are a lot of things.
pictures of the parts you like. Yeah, that's the thing is, but she should like all of herself. That's the thing is, like, if she was more in tune with herself and her body and was more confident with what she had, then
10
she-
years
you know what I
ago,
mean? Like it would
yeah.
show. And
11 years ago,
and she should
no,
show herself. She
probably
doesn't need
not
to.
then. Like, it's getting better now, but back then we have to take some responsibility because we were
I know
a
it's
lot
hard.
harder.
I know it's hard because of society.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
a lot harder back then. So like, that probably wasn't gonna happen then, and it's still not like happening as much now, but it is coming to light. But again, like I said, like even though it's getting closer as far as like what's acceptable for men and women, it's still like women are way more like accepting of like men being like overweight and different stuff, or like willing to overlook that stuff. Where we're like still a little more oriented on that, which isn't exactly fair.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I honestly didn't and I don't really have anything against anybody that's overweight. And I've dated women who who weigh more than me, and I have no problems with that. I have no problems admitting that. I have no problems doing that. And I will continue to do that in the future. If I meet somebody who I like, it doesn't matter how big or how skinny they are, or how tall or how short they are. If I like that person, I want to be with that person. It's not going to matter in the end. But I think on surface level, and like I said, I was a lot younger at the time, so I was kind of like a little bit more vain, and I was a little bit more insecure, and you know what I mean? Like, and all those things, you know what I mean? I think I was just a little bit more dumb, and I grew from them since then. And even then I thought about these things too. And I'm like, you know what? I shouldn't think about just surface level bullshit, because that's not in the end what really matters. It matters what's inside a person.
I agree with you there. I've noticed that about myself as I gotten older too, where the things that are actually important, like, have like grown into me. Like I've grown out of like crap like that, like loving the person and not like what, because you got to blame like media and stuff, because they pump this stuff in your eyeballs at a very young age of what like a woman's supposed to look like and that. And like it's really hard to undo that. It really is. Like, it takes like an effort on your part, but it also takes an effort on society not feeding like this to you. Like, kind of ridiculous. But
Yeah.
yeah, well, we're kind of pushing on time here. I want to move into our next segment soon enough. I did have a thought.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, as far as online dating, like, actually, you know what? I'll save it for after. Let's kind of go into our next thing here. So, me and Dub, we were gonna like talking about this a little bit, and we're talking about like, you know, an extreme level of like catfish is where, and you guys know the definition. And catfish is an extreme definition. It's like you're like a completely different person. Like, so we're like, how would we run a show like that if we had a show like Catfish? So let's go to that. We're gonna do this show for you guys, okay? So just hold tight. Okay, welcome back, everybody. So welcome to Jellyfish, the show where we help online couples meet each other for the first time. And usually on the show, one of them has a secret, and sometimes both. So let's get into it. We're going to talk to an online couple, Danny and Camille. We're going to talk to Danny first. Danny, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Devin. Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, thanks for being on the show. So anyway, so I got a couple questions I want to ask you. So, how did you meet Camille?
So me and Camille have been together for a couple of years now, and we actually first met on online, and we met on Craigslist personal ads. And
cool.
Yeah,
Personal ad.
yeah.
So like, what's the nature of the personal ad? Like, I'm not familiar with.
It's like, you know, man looking for woman, woman looking for man, you know, platonic or romantic or whatever. And I didn't even know that there was a personal listing on Craigslist. It just, like, I randomly saw it one night and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go check this out. See if maybe there's some girls on here. Maybe there's a girl for me. You know what I mean? You never really know.
Yeah.
I just got out of a relationship and I was ready to, yeah.
So you were just on Craigslist, like browsing for like I don't know, furniture or something, and you just got curious and checked out this section for woman seeking man ad. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured
Okay.
might
So
as well, like, while I'm shopping for my computer parts, I could also shop for, you know, a special lady friend.
Okay. Yeah, I can respect that. Okay. So, what about Camille attracted you to her? Like in this post, like what made you think? Like what made you respond like back to that? Like once you read it, like.
Oh man, I mean, just by the way she typed, you know, the way that she constructed her sentence, I could tell she had a sweet ass. You know what I mean? I just knew it. I was just, you can kind of feel it, you know, emanating from the text. But I mean, also on top of that, she was very articulate. You know, she had a very good grasp of the English language, and that was a huge turn on for me.
Oh, that's good to hear. So like basically, let me get this straight. So her intelligence, and you could tell from her intelligence she was like physically attractive. Like you could tell how big her butt was from how smart
most
she was.
definitely.
So you're.
I could.
So there's a
She's
correlation.
got a
You're trying to make
Potemkin
some
on.
kind of correlation between intelligence and booty size.
Yeah, booty size and intelligence are linked. You know, it's interchangeable. You could say she's really smart. That also means that she's got a big old butt.
Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, well, good. Okay, well, I'm glad you found what you were looking for in there. So let me ask you a question as far as like, so you said something about intelligence, you know, and obviously you read a post. Do you know what she like looks like?
Yeah. She sent me pictures. You know, a couple. You know, not a lot of pictures, but she sent me some pictures. I know what she is. She's beautiful. She is amazing. She's the perfect woman.
The
I
perfect
wouldn't
one.
change a thing. Yeah.
So go into that more. Like,
Oh, I mean, she's got blonde, like, you know, long blonde hair down to her shoulders, bangs, you know, She's got like a scrunchy little face, you know, and just like this little cute button nose, and it kind of does this little twisty thing at the end, and you know, just like a broad chin. She's got a strong chin for a female, but I love it. It looks, she's gorgeous. She's like a supermodel.
Okay. So can we see that picture that you have?
Let me see if I have it on hand.
All right, thank you. Yeah, let me. I'm gonna throw this up real quick so everybody can see. 1 second, I just should have had this ready.
Yeah, I emailed you the picture. Should be in your email.
Oh wow, she is quite gorgeous. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my doll.
That's your Camille. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
quite the looker. I like her
yeah,
hair. I like her
Camille.
haircut. I mean, that's absolutely stunning.
Oh yeah, she's got that Uma Thurman kind of.
Yeah, I was
Kill
just
Bill
about to
look
say that.
going on.
Oh my god, like Pulp Fiction. Can we both agree that Pulp Fiction
Yeah, a
is
little
like
bit of pulp.
that's a great movie?
One of the best movies of all time.
All right, I'm gonna take her down.
Confused
So...
the shit out of me at first.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that's kind of the nature of the film, though. Like they take a bunch of like things that happen and they didn't have all the details and they smashed them together and made a full story out of it, which is cool. I'm a Quentin fan, but this isn't about me. We're getting off track here. Yeah, no, she's quite gorgeous. Yeah. So you're a pretty lucky guy. So it's been 6 years that you guys haven't known each other.
6 years, yeah.
That haven't met, and from what I understand, you haven't spoke on the phone. You haven't like webcammed each other, like.
No,
Okay.
no webcams, no.
So, is there a deal? Like, is there like a deal breaker? Like, let's say you guys meet, and I know you're the one who decided to come on the show because you have something to share, but we'll get into that. What about like, what if she's like hiding something? Like, how would you feel? Like, what's your deal? What's your deal breaker? Like, if you meet her and something, like, what would break the deal?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like no matter what, I'll always love her, no matter what's wrong with her. You know, I feel like if there is anything wrong, but I don't think so. I mean, she sent me pictures, and I believe. You know what I mean? I feel like she's genuine, and she's not hiding anything from me.
So, like, why have you waited so long to meet? Like, if you're, if this is the person for you, and like, what's behind that?
Well, I mean, I guess it's the whole reason that I'm here on the show is that we've been together this long, and there's been something that I've been hiding from Camille this whole time. Something I haven't really been.
So you
fully
have
honest about,
so you
about
have been
myself.
dishonest with her.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't want you to reveal what it is yet, because I think Camille's the one who deserves to hear
Okay.
that in person. Because you guys have been together for 6 years, and I think you should tell it to her before you tell anybody else. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. All right. Okay, so last question. How excited are you to meet, though? Like, despite, like, I can tell you're feeling a little guilty, but despite that, like, how are you feeling about me? Like, 6 years in the making.
Well, oh my God, I don't even know how to begin explaining my emotions. I mean, it's a roller coaster inside right now because on the one hand, I get to meet the woman I love, the woman who for the past 6 years has made my life absolutely wonderful. She's making me the happiest man I've ever been. But on the other hand, I know that I've been holding on to this lie, and I'm just worried that it's gonna ruin everything that we've had, everything that we've built together. I feel like it's just all gonna crash down on me.
I understand that. Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard to come back from a lie, especially one that I don't know. Sometimes time is enough, and some people can forgive something that happened a long time ago, but sometimes it actually compounds it and it makes it worse. Even the smallest lie can kind of snowball over time. There's that effect of like how long you've been lying about it. and that just depends on how the person takes these kind of things and how they deal with the dishonesty.
You're not making me feel any better about this, Dad. Then
I know.
you're making me feel.
I'm not trying to make you feel worse about it. I'm just here. I'm just stating, just my thoughts. I'm okay. Well, thank you. I'm not trying to make you feel bad here, and you'll get your chance to speak your piece to Camille. But we're gonna go to Camille now here in a second. We're gonna take a short break, and we're gonna go Camille. Okay. Thanks again, Danny, for taking the time to talk with us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hey, welcome back, guys. We're here with Danny's girlfriend, who he's been dating for about 6 years now. Met her on Craigslist. Is that right, Camille?
Yes, that's right.
Right. Oh, how's your relationship been? I mean, you guys met online. I know, especially around that time when you guys met, things were, the online dating scene wasn't as, vibrant as it is now, I guess, if you want to use that word.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's
How was that? How has it been for you?
it hasn't really gotten any better, really. And they keep making these new apps, but they're all pretty much the same. They're pretty disgusting, actually. So anyway, it was about 6 years ago, and I made a Craigslist post. And, because I got really sick of the dating apps, and I was reading posts, and they were all like the same thing. Like, all these guys, they were just, a bunch of them they were all just looking for sex, and there was a bunch of dick pics, and it was just disgusting. And I just got tired of reading it. So I thought the best use of my time would be to put myself out there and let people respond to that. And that's what I did. And I made a really thoughtful, long post on Craigslist. And that's how we met. Yeah, it was about 10 pages long. It was very thorough because I wanted them to know all of me. So yeah, I put all of me in there. So that's exactly what I did. I put my hobbies and, because I love fan fiction. I absolutely love fan fiction. And I especially Star Wars fan fiction. Like, I am so into Star Wars, specifically Yoda. I love Yoda. I like to imagine Yoda as a young stud. Yeah, a young stud Yoda. And I don't mean to get too graphic, but I like to imagine Yoda in quite steamy situations. The tags that I look for are BYC, and you can only guess what that stands for. But anyway, I'm sorry. It's silly of me. Let's move forward.
Okay. All right. Okay. You're maybe getting a little ahead of yourself there, Camille, but that's okay. You know what? We're here to share and talk about things. We're talking about relationships, and specifically yours with Danny. And I mean, so you met him on Craigslist. You respond. You put. I'm assuming that you're the one that put up the ad.
Yeah, I said that. See, this is the problem I have. Some men just don't listen. I said that I wrote a 10-page paper, and basically.
Yeah, you wrote a 10-page paper.
Yeah, it was mine.
I was there. He
responded. Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't feel like you were, but.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to be sure. We're just, just trying to.
Okay. Well, you should probably try listening next time.
What attracted to you? What about Danny attracted you to him in the first place? Like when he messaged you?
Yeah. No, yeah. Danny is he is just the sweetest. He is the most thoughtful. He's the most sweetest and thoughtful man I haven't met. He stated he was going to say met, but you know what I mean. Like, he replied to everything that I wrote, and that really showed his commitment because I wrote 10 pages, and he responded to every point. Now, he didn't write 10 pages of responses. Danny, bless his heart, he's not quite as wordy as I am and is familiar with the English language, but he really did respond to all of them. They were short responses, but he really hit all the major points. So I knew this is the guy worth looking into. And it was an immediate connection with him. So yeah.
So have you guys ever, has Danny really revealed much about himself? Has he sent you pictures?
Oh yeah, Danny, he sends so many pictures. It's like every day he sends me a picture. So I know what he looks like inside and out. It's ridiculous. I'm a little more shy. I don't really I'm confident with the way I look. I'm a beautiful young lady, but I just don't. I don't know. There's just something about it. Like today, everybody's always like taking pictures of them constantly. But I feel like if you take like a couple good pictures of yourself, you don't. What's the point? Like why do you keep being so obsessed with yourself? So I know I'm beautiful, and he knows I'm beautiful. Like he gets the point. He knows what I look like. So I really just don't spend a lot of time taking pictures of myself. But Danny, he really does. And so let me tell you, he is a firecracker. He is a gorgeous man, like really gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good to hear. So, I mean, knowing what I know about you guys now, I mean, you guys have been together for so long. What's been stopping you guys from meeting up in person? Why haven't you done that yet?
I actually don't know. This is the oddest thing because so he responded to my post, it was like, I don't know. I wrote the post. It was about early October, 6 years ago. And I remember it was almost, it was Halloween. Halloween was going to be not too far from then. And I remember it's the beginning of the month. And I remember he probably didn't find my post until like mid-month or something like that. And yeah, and he responded, and it was really thoughtful, and we provided our numbers to each other, and we started texting a lot, and I wanted to meet within like the first 2 weeks. Like I was ready because I just knew we just had that connection, and he was telling me that he did too, but then we would make the plan and we wouldn't meet. Like he would come up with these excuses, and then like excuse after excuse, and always something would come up. And here we are 6 years later, So, yeah, and that's, wow. I will say this. I'm nervous about being on the show because I know the nature of the show. And I don't know if Danny asked to be on the show because he has something he's hiding from me, or if he doesn't trust me or something, I don't know, but as nervous as I am, I'm just ready to meet because my youth is fading away. I'm a beautiful woman, but I'm not going to be this way, forever. I've been waiting around 6 years, so it's about time,
I would say so. I agree with that. I think you guys really should meet, and we're going to get to that. But I just got to ask you one more question. Is there anything at all that you are hiding from Danny? And be 100% honest.
Absolutely not. I've been 100% honest. Just like I said, I put all of myself in that Craigslist post. Sorry, I got the hiccups.
Well, 10 pages. I mean, that is
yeah. So I've been completely honest with him the whole time, and that's why I'm getting really nervous because, I don't know what it could be, and there's not a lot that I could think of that I wouldn't forgive, because we've been together 6 years, so, and even though we haven't met, that's a long time to be with somebody, so, it'd have to be a lot, to break that down in my mind, but I'm still pretty worried.
Okay. All right, well, I think we should move on and get to the meeting. I mean, are you excited? I mean, it's been 6 years. I can't imagine how excited you must be right now.
I do. I have my doubts, but I'm actually excited. The way that this is coming about isn't the best situation like it could be, it could be better, but I'm just excited. We're finally going to meet, and I really am I can't wait.
Yo, that's awesome. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go to a brief intermission, and we're going to get Camille and Danny both together here live on air, meeting for the first time.
We are just about to reveal Danny and Camille to each other, about to turn their cams on. And again, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but We used to do the show live meetings, but because of COVID-19, we cannot do that safely. So this is all going to be online, but we verified them in advance, so we know these people are who they say they are. So are you guys ready to meet? Danny, are you ready?
I'm ready. I've waited all my life for this moment.
All right, okay. Camille, are you ready?
Absolutely. I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet Danny. I'm ready.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to activate your cams now, guys. Just give me 1 second to get that set up.
Oh my God, Camille.
Hi, Danny.
Camille, I can't believe it's you.
Hi.
You're even more beautiful. I can't believe how beautiful you look right now.
Oh.
Like you are even more beautiful than in the
Stop
pictures.
it.
In the 4
Stop.
pictures that you sent me.
Stop it.
I
No.
can't- My heart,
You're
is about to
silly.
burst out
You're
my chest.
silly, Danny. Stop. Oh my goodness.
Damn, that fat ass. Oh my God.
Stop it, Danny. We're online. Can't believe you did that. Okay. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Oh. Okay. Well, so they told me in the interview that you had something that you wanted to tell me, and I'm really nervous about it. Like from what I can see, you are who you say you are, and I'm really excited about that. So, like, I don't know what it could be. Like, are you hiding something? Like, I'm kind of scared.
Well, look, babe. Look, I know we've been together for a long time, and I've been honest with you throughout the whole relationship, except for one thing. Excuse me?
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had a little bit of audio feedback in the headset.
Oh, okay. What were you saying?
Wait a second. Wait, hold up. Camille,
Yeah.
what happened? Like your voice, it didn't change.
What do you
I
mean?
thought we were supposed to take off the voice changers.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with this stuff. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, I'm listening to myself. Oh no, that's my actual voice. Yeah, it's abnormally deep for the ladies. I hope that doesn't bother you. So yeah, but this is what I sound like.
You know what? That's mad sexy, girl.
Oh,
I didn't
thank
know.
you.
I had no idea.
I know. I wish we
Your
could have
voice
spoke
is so
sooner. Yeah, I don't know why we've waited so long. Why have you waited so long?
I don't know, but your voice right now, it feels like a hairy chest being rubbed all over my beard. And it feels so good right now just listening to your sweet voice.
Stop it. Stop it, Danny. I told you.
I'm sorry.
We are live. We're online. Like, let's save that for later, okay? So, and anyway, you have something to tell me. I need to know what it is because I don't want to move forward with any secrets, Danny. What is it?
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm stalling. I just, listen. Remember when I told you that I was 5'8"?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not 5'8". I'm actually 5'7" and 1/3. And I've been meaning to tell you, and I'm sorry, I'm Camille, from the bottom of my heart. I apologize. I did not mean to deceive you. I just, you're 5'8".
Wait a
and
minute.
I just didn't want you to be taller.
Hold on. What do you mean you're not 5'8"? What do you mean? You're 5'7" and 1/3? 5'7" and 1/3? You waited 6 years to tell me that? Are you fucking serious? I can't believe you would lie to me about something like that. You know, I told you in my post how important it was that a man that's going to be with me to be the same height as me at least. 5'8". I'm 5'8". I want a 5'8" man. How? Did you not read that part? Danny?
I did read the part. I did. I'm just.
That's a pretty big deal, Danny. That's a pretty big deal.
2/3 of an inch, though. I mean,
what was that noise?
I didn't tell you.
If that was a tip, thank you. Anyway, go ahead.
I just listen to me, Camille. It's
No.
only 2/3 of an inch. It's not going to be.
That's
it won't even
2/3.
notice.
I have to look down 2/3 of an inch to look you in the eyes. Do you think I want to look down at you? How are we supposed to gaze in each other's eyes? How are we supposed to do that? You're going to be right here, and I'm going to be right here towering over you. I just can't believe this. Like, seriously.
I can look. We
I
can
can't
make
do
it
it.
work. We can make it work, Camille.
How are we going to make it
No,
work?
listen,
How are we going to make it work?
Look, you know me. You know me. We've been together for 6 years. And
Apparently, I don't know all of you. There's this little small part of you that you haven't introduced that you failed to introduce. Or lack thereof.
Yeah. I
told you how.
Maybe we wouldn't have a chance to be.
And I did, and I told you, and it didn't matter if 5'8" is technically shorter than the average man. What matters is being the same height as me, and I can't believe you betray my trust for 6 years about this. You had every opportunity. Every opportunity.
Look.
How do you turn this thing off? I don't want to do this. This is like I'm going to hyperventilate. Yes, I am.
No, stop. I'm so sorry. Listen, I could wear
hairs in my mouth.
I could wear lifts in my shoes.
I comb my hair for this.
I could wear. Listen, I could wear lifts in my shoes. It'll make me,
lifts in your shoes.
I can even go up a couple inches. Yeah.
Lifts in your shoes.
I can wear them out so that way. Yeah, lifts in my shoes. I mean, they make them for men too. It's not just for women. They're not the only ones.
What about when we're at the theme park?
You won't even notice.
And they won't let you on the rides that I can ride. We can't even ride together because you don't make the 5'8" clearance.
I can make the 5'8" clearance.
No, because the park kids.
I'll just stand on my tippy toes.
No, those kids that work at those parks are pretty smart. They're really observant, and I think they're going to see right through it. I don't know about this. I can't believe you would do this. I can't believe you would do this.
Listen.
Those kids are smarter than you think they are, by the way. Because I know this because I used to work at a theme park. I told you this.
I know you did. I know. But listen, we know everything about each other. Remember?
No, we don't.
Listen, think about the good times. Think about the good times.
You're jellyfish.
Remember when
jellyfish.
Remember when we play? I know, and I'm sorry, but I just listen. All right, hear me out. Remember those times when we used to go out late at night on our computers and play League of Legends until the early morning?
Yeah.
Remember how we got all the way from bronze to gold within a month?
I remember that.
It only took like a season for us. Think about
what about when we're out in the open?
That we spend together.
What about when we're out in the open?
I can make it work. We'll do the lifts. I can wear sole inserts. I can go get a surgery. I can maybe extend, my legs a little bit so that way I'm a little bit taller. I think they could do that. They could do that nowadays. They have all this technology.
Yeah.
We can make it work, Camille.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, maybe.
Just remember the love that we shared. Think about that. Don't think about what's on the surface. Think about what's inside.
You're right. You're right. Oh my gosh, I can't.
Look,
I'm being silly. I'm being silly.
You are being silly, baby.
I'm being silly. I don't. It's such a small detail, It's such a small detail. I can't. I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it all back. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't be. I'm sorry I treated you that way. It's been 6 years. It's just a lot. It's just a lot to hear at once, and I just had to process it. And I'm starting to process it. You've made me see I can't throw that all away, and it is important to me, but you're showing me that you're willing to make an effort, and that's really what's important. I can't see. Oh my god! Hold on. I
I'm
gotta.
just glad that you.
Hold on. I can't.
I'm glad that you.
Oh my
You
gosh.
took the time to listen to me.
I really, it's getting hard to see
And,
because my eyes are so teared up right now. It's a small
Wait.
prescription. Yeah.
Wait,
What?
you wear glasses?
Yeah, it's just a small prescription. I just need it right now because my eyes are teary. I can't see. It's just reading. I can't.
Are you fucking serious right now? You wear glasses this whole
What?
time.
No.
This whole time I've been
No,
on the show
I
thinking
don't
I'm
even
the one
need them.
jellyfishing, and you've been jellyfishing me.
No, I don't even look. I'll take
What are
them
you-
off, Danny. Look.
You know what? Fuck this show. Fuck.
I don't even
I'm
need
over it.
these.
I'm over
Accept me. I accepted you, Danny. 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 Oh my god.
Oh, that was weird. That was, I don't know. Somehow
Yeah,
we got
that's crazy.
Danny.
I don't know.
We were
What
in
happened
Danny's feed still. Sorry about that, guys. Wow. Well, that was a
Yeah,
hell of
that
a
was
first
crazy.
jellyfish, man. I can't. That was intense. Can you believe?
That was a roller coaster, dude. I can't believe it. The twist at the end.
I can't believe the way he reacted to that. And her. Like,
Yeah, I
what
mean
the
that was
hell?
really insensitive. I mean, after all,
Yeah,
and she
some people-
forgave him, and then
Dude.
all of a sudden he's just gonna.
I don't know, man. I'm on Danny's side here because I'm almost 5'8", and I've told people I'm 5'8". You know, and women make you feel insecure about your height. They'll be like, "You got to be this tall to ride this ride." I'm like, "What the fuck? What about my personalities? What about my personalities?" Thank God for my wife. She's taller than me.
Yo, you know what?
She sees the height of my personalities.
That
That's
is-
what it is. Like, I'm taller than her. No, actually,
That's-
she has a really good personality too. I don't know. She's probably taller than me both
Wait,
ways.
how
Actually.
tall?
Let's just be
Wait, how
honest.
tall is you?
She's about 5'9".
How tall is your wife? She's 5'9", and you're 5'8".
Yeah,
That's, like,
something
not
like
even
that.
a-
Or
dude,
we're
nobody's
like,
gonna
we're both
notice
around
that.
that. No one.
Nobody's
yeah,
gonna
it's pretty
notice that.
close. Yeah, yeah.
But
It's
you
all
know
right.
what? If you go on a dating website and your thing doesn't say 6 feet exactly, you're,
No, for real,
you're out,
yes,
you're out,
dude.
You're out, you didn't
When
make
I
it.
was dating, it was cutthroat, dude. If you aren't like, and that's why I had to round up. Like, you got to round up. You got to get every inch counts.
You got to round up.
Yeah, because if you don't put,
Or
if
every
you're
inch
not
that's there.
5'10", you are not getting any responses, buddy. Unless you really ask funny. I gotta come with some funny bangers, like to slide in the DMs back in the day. Like I'd have a whole writing team just to have a chance. That's ridiculous.
Yo,
I
I
think-
need a writing team. To be honest,
Yeah.
I got to get back
Oh, you're
out
in-
there,
you're in
man.
the shit? Yeah,
dude,
you're fucked,
you
bro.
you're already settled.
I got
Yeah,
it
I'm
locked
back in the
down,
shit,
dude.
I'm
When I
back
found
into
the
this
lady,
shit.
I was like, all right, marrying her right now. Yes, bro, you're still out there though. I feel bad for you. How is it? Are you
No,
are you
you know
in the
what?
dating world right now? Like, what's up? Like, I know
Honestly,
it's been
okay,
it's
so,
been like several
COVID
months, so
COVID happened and it like freaked me out. So for like several months after COVID, I was just like a shut in.
look at the chat.
then-
Hold on, I'm sorry.
and then
See
I-
Jasmine, she's like, look.
Okay,
I'm
what's going on?
34 messages deleted by the moderator. Don't delete those messages. Whoever did that, undo it.
Oh, it's the symbols. So what did she say? I'm 5'3", but I will have my 6 foot.
No, I think it got rid of
Man?
all their
What is
messages.
that little symbol?
Whatever Jasmine says, she gets a fly. I forget what her name is. And all that jazz. She gets a pass. I don't know if that was a mistake, but that's okay. I just want to address that. It's all right. It'll
So
get
what was
it'll
that-
get
what were we talking
corrected. It'll get corrected. You're good. Wait, oh yeah, you're in the dating world. Sorry, I wanted to address the thing
in
in
the
the
dating
chat,
world.
and as
So,
soon as I
yeah,
did, it all got deleted. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, there's a Jasmine in the chat's like, I'm 5'3" and I get my 6 foot man, you know, like, gotta have my 6 foot. Exactly, dude. You're not 6 foot.
Gotta have your 6 foot
5'10"
man.
even
Yeah.
isn't enough, but that's like the minimum. That's like the minimum requirements. You know, you got your computer requirements for a game, and they're like, you gotta be like, you know, this
Yeah.
much to just barely play the game. That's 5'10". 6 foot is the recommended requirements that you actually need to play the game and have fun. So just so we're clearing that out. Anyway, go ahead. How's the dating world treating you, buddy?
I mean, it's not really hard press, but okay. So, anyways, so yeah, I went out. I ended up getting. I went stir crazy, and a friend of mine invited me to go out with her and some of her friends, and we went to this club. It was like this '80s club, And you know, they're playing all 80s theme music. They have all this like 80s memorabilia and stuff. And we're having a really good time. And I ended up meeting this girl outside on the patio. And we were just like, you know, I had a cigarette. I quit smoking a long time ago, but every once in a while when I go out and I have a couple drinks, I'll have like a couple puffs of a cigarette. So I was out there having my couple puffs. And she was out there with a couple of her friends. And I just got talking to them, you know, like we were just all out there. And I don't even remember how it started. I don't remember how I engaged in conversation with them. I just kind of said, what's up? And we were talking. And I started talking to this girl. And we'll just call her V for now on, for not
vendetta.
doxing
Got
purposes,
it.
but yeah. V. So V, she, you know, I asked her, I was going to go get a drink. I was going to go get a beer. And I asked her if she was thirsty, if she wanted a drink. And she said, yeah. So I got her a drink and we got to talking for a little bit. And then her friend out of nowhere was like, hey, she wants to make out with you. Like pointing at V. And I was like, I looked at V. And then I looked at the girl and I looked back at V.
So
and
this
she was
still
just looking
happens
at
in
me
your
and she was
30s.
like-
That's good to know.
she did this cute little thing where she like blinked a little bit. She was just like, you know, like she was just like, yeah, just like lay it on me, Papa. I was just like, okay. And
This
it
is
was
so
so
cringe.
adorable. And like, I'm not the type of guy to back down from a challenge. You know what I mean? Not that it was a challenge. She was actually really beautiful.
Oh, it sounded like.
And
So
I
did you have
was
to jump
like,
over, do some
fuck
parkour
yeah.
to get to her? Is that what the challenge was? Like, was there like a slippery spot on the
No,
floor?
yeah, well, no, just the well, I mean the COVID challenge, really.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm already afraid of
How
it,
do
dude.
you
I'm
do
like,
that?
I'm
Yeah.
in there hiding from the cooties, like fuck, dude. They're all around me. They're all around me, dude.
Did you
That guy's
mask?
not wearing
Did
his
you have mask on?
right,
Did you
dude.
mask
Shit.
kiss? Like,
Yeah.
hello, Batman.
No, we didn't
Like
mask
that?
kiss.
Like,
No,
hello, I would like to kiss
no,
you.
no. I grabbed a full chunk. I grabbed a full
you just
chunk
went
of
in for
booty,
the
and
lip.
I just went in and I
You
just
grabbed a
smacked
booty
down.
too,
Yeah.
bro. You
Yeah, I
didn't get
grabbed her and
consent for the
pulled her
booty.
in.
I heard
Yeah.
she wants to kiss you, not have her ass mangled.
I'm sorry. Maybe I got a little.
And I
too
could feel it when you
overzealous,
said,
but she
"I
didn't
grabbed
seem
a
to mind.
booty." I felt how hard you squeezed it. I felt like you squeezed my ass when you said that. Like I felt it. It made me jump. No, I really
felt your
did.
ass
We can rewind
tingle
the
a
tape.
little bit.
It happened. Yeah, I felt it. My right. It was the right butt cheek.
But
wasn't it?
honestly, so you know, it was both. I grabbed both
Oh!
and like just pulled.
Oh, your
Anyways,
left hand's kind of weak.
let's
man.
not get
You
too
need- You need to
detailed.
pump it out a little bit more because I didn't feel that one.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh shit,
go ahead,
man.
go
Well,
ahead, I'm
yeah, I
sorry.
might hand dominate anyway.
So this is your real
Well,
life,
so
like
I-
first back in the action situation that you've gotten in.
yeah.
So what? So
back in
what
the
happened
pit.
after this? Did this turn into anything, or?
No, I actually.
And this is somebody you
so it
know,
gets
right? This is
funnier,
like a
dude.
friend of yours, or like you said?
No. She was no. I met her randomly with her friends out in the patio.
Oh, okay,
Like, this was
okay.
just some random girl that I just met.
And then her friend
So
came up.
I
to
ended
you.
up getting her
Okay.
number.
All right.
Yeah, her friend tried to she tried to like pawn her off on me. She was like, I forgot I was like, oh yeah, you know, like or she said she was leaving and they were partying at their house and that I should go with them. And I was like, nah, you know, like I can't leave. Like I'm here with my friends, you know, that'd be kind of a dick move. So, you know, maybe some other time. And then she was like, oh, you guys are going to party? Maybe she can go with you guys. And she was like literally just trying to like throw her friend at me. It was the weirdest thing, dude. But I was like very appreciative because she was really pretty and she was really cool.
Yeah.
And we got along. But you know, like I was like, dude, like we just met. I was like, we just met tonight. You know, like how about I get your number and then you know I'll talk to you some other time and we'll meet up. And she was all about it. So she gave me her number. I gave her
yeah.
mine. We called each other to make sure, you know, and then they left and that was it. And then 3 days later, I start getting sick. I got a sore throat.
Oh,
It's
shit.
like really sharp pain in
got
like the back
mono.
of my throat, dude. I'm starting to get a fever, dude. I was like, oh my God, dude, what the fuck is happening? I've got the COVID, dude. I got COVID-19.
Or you got a fever.
I was freaking out, dude.
for more cowbell.
Yeah, I had a fever.
Yeah.
Yo.
Another prescription is grabbing that ass.
Uh,
Bro, I want to go back to that though. I can't
Yeah,
let this
the
go.
grab.
The grabbing the ass.
Okay.
Now what you gotta realize here is that she was for it, obviously, because you would have mentioned that she would have like just slapped you or turned you down, like, hey, don't grab my ass. But like that's the risk you take.
Yeah.
You took the risk, and you're like, I feel like she wants her ass grabbed, and you went for it. What is your take? Now this is spicy, okay? This is kind of spicy. Be careful here, Dub. Be careful. Like, how much permission should you ask to do stuff like that? Like grabbing ass. Like, do you go in for a kiss? You kiss him because you're at a bar situation. You're both sloppy drunk, so obviously you're not thinking with your full brains. Do you see it in a reality?
Yeah.
Do you see yourself going back in that situation and be like, "May I grab your buttocks?" Something like that along those lines?
No,
or-
I would not ask.
No.
I would not ask.
Okay.
No.
So
I would
it's like,
just do it.
So
Yeah, why
she,
would
because
I
she invited
ask?
you for a makeout, and you feel like a makeout kind of entails a little grabby.
I
Kind of
just
feel it out.
I just like I
Just
pulled
felt
her,
right.
you know, like I just wanted to get her because it was like she like I leaned down. She kind of like walked up to me and she's just kind of like waited for me to plant it on her. So I just was like, all right, and I just kind of grabbed her and pulled her in, you know.
Letitia made a
don't
good
know.
point.
What-
You're like,
what do
you're
you-
like, you know what? Grabbing butt, totally fine. Hanging out. What are we married?
Well, we were tonguing each other's mouths. I'm sure a
Yeah,
little
no,
grab
yeah,
ass
no. I
is
get the
fucking-
grabbing ass part,
It goes
but
hand
I
in
kind of get
hand.
the part. It's like, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. So it's like obviously that.
Well,
is like
if she
a
came to my
contained-
house, no, okay.
She came to your house?
Hanging out. No, I'm saying if she were to come to my house, it would have went too far, too fast, and I wasn't.
Oh, so
like,
she
for-
was
for
trying to come to
one-
your house, like asking to come over.
Well, also when her friend kind of like pawned her off, she was like, "Oh yeah, maybe she could go hang out with you." I could tell she kind of got a little uncomfortable about it.
About
So,
her
like, I
friend
could
being,
just
her
sense that.
lifeline
And
just
I-
left
honestly,
her.
Yeah, she was like, "You're just gonna throw me to like this random guy that I met. I don't even know him. Like, I can't just go to his house."
That's a
But
good
I think
point,
she was trying to
man.
get her laid.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
was trying
yeah.
to help her out. She was
'Cause
trying
she's
to be a
yeah, I
wingman.
can see that situation. You're trying to be a wing woman. Dudes do this too. Like we do this. We do
Like,
the same
dude, this
thing.
hot ass guy walks in, you know, and like you like him, so I'm just gonna let you. She had a boyfriend, so you know,
I like
they were
how
just
you're
like, she
defining
was like, all
yourself.
right, you know,
I'm hot as fuck, man. Like for real, she's lucky. This hot ass guy, you know, obviously. Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, guys, we do this too. We do the wingman setup, right? Like our friends, like I had a friend.
yeah,
And I won't get. He's no longer with us, but I still love this guy. I have a really good story about him. We were at a bar, and he always wanted like a girlfriend, right? And like, you know, bars aren't the best place, but you know, we would go to a bar sometimes, and I would try to lay him up. You know, and we would meet like some ladies together, like a pair of ladies that are obviously like, it seems like they're there to trying to do the same thing. And then, like, you could tell who the wing people are, because me and the other wing woman, I'm the wing man of my dude, she's the wing woman, and we get to a certain point, and we both just leave them two alone. We don't even hang out together. We literally just fuck off and go do our own separate thing. But we do the same thing. And I gotta say, he was just as uncomfortable with that as I imagine, like, the women are. Because you're comfortable talking, because you have someone, like, if things get stale or if something, whatever happens, like, you could always got your friend there. But if
Yeah.
they fucking just leave your ass, you're like, well, shit, what if this doesn't work out? Like, nope, you're on your own, buddy. You just kick you out of the nest, man. That's what wing people do. You gotta get your ass out there and
that's
fly.
what they do, man.
But keep your
Yeah.
eye. We're looking at the
And
nest.
that's what she did.
We're watching the
And-
nest. You just can't see us watching
and
the
I-
nest.
Yeah. So, and on top of everything too, like I didn't want to invite her back to, it was like my friend's house, you know, like it was one of my good friends I've known for a long time. And she, you know, she had like and there's like COVID rules and stuff like that too. So like, I was just kind of thinking of like, I was trying to be considerate to everybody else that was with me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to invite some random girl back to her house, you know, because
You can't get COVID through a booty
So that's
squeeze.
why. So that's why I ended up getting her number, Letitia.
I got
didn't,
you.
know, that's why yeah. That's why I didn't bring her back with me. Cause I mean, if I brought her back with me to hang out, quote unquote, it would have turned into a lot more than just hanging out. Let's just,
And you're not ready for that, man. Like, you know.
I mean, unless I blundered it, I mean, I could have completely botched it, which I have before. Cause sometimes I'm an idiot, you know? But anyways, so
let's
that's
get
pretty much
past
it. Since I broke up with my ex, dude, honestly, that's really been the most action that I've gotten since then. And I've been kind of taking it slow. I really don't want to just jump back into the dating scene. Like I'm kind of chill. I'm focusing
You
on
got your
myself. I'm
son,
focusing
yeah.
on my kid.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of stuff going on
Feel
too
that, man.
with family stuff. And
That's something that some
Yeah,
people can't
I'm just
do, even
trying to
though
focus.
as they get older, that's just part of who they are. They like have to have someone like immediately lined up, or as soon as the relationship ends, they're just like out the door. The revolving door opens, and boom, they're in another one. Like you gotta take some time to reflect. You know, like there's nothing wrong with like getting out there and have a little fun, but I really do think you should take like a period of time to really think about like that relationship. And I think the longer the relationship, the more time you should take. I mean, I don't know. I can't come up with a math equation of this, but you know, like you really should. Like, there's a lot to unpack after something like that. Like, you were with her 10 years, so like, you got some unpacking to do, and you've got like a life you're responsible for. So there's so many like variables that come into that.
Yeah.
And like now
Yeah.
she's always
I mean,
gonna
I
be a
even
part of
talked to
your
my
life
son.
too. So that's another thing. Like, you know, like I don't know, you got some shit to figure out, man. I gotta say,
Yeah, for sure.
my
man.
relationship's pretty fucking great. It's pretty good. It is.
That's
though.
it?
I'm
That's
just
all?
saying. I'm saying it's a humble brag.
Yo, that's it. Yo, that's all I gotta say about it. It is a humble brag. That's
it's
not
the-
even a humble brag. That's a brag.
That's a brag. It really is. We've been married a little over 2 years. Well, you know, we're not without our problems. You know, I pull some stunts, you know, and she keeps me in line when I need to be put in line. I got this picture, and I actually should have brought this up right after we talked about jellyfish. Let me show you this picture, all right? All right. I got this picture ready. You ready? All right, here you go. This is me. My wife sent this to me, and I swear she's got me. This meme's got me by the balls.
Oh wait. Oh,
See that? So it's like the other wife is like, "Hey, can you do this?" And I hear like the first like few letters, and I can hear the inflection in her voice that she's about to ask me to do something. And she doesn't know this. I mean, she does now. But I am saving the shit until this moment comes up. So like I have to shit really bad sometimes. But I know like it's like, you know, it's about wife asks you to do something. A clock is coming up. So I'm saving it for that time, and then she comes up. Hey, could you please empty it? I'm like, I gotta go shit right now, and then I just run away, and I go to the bathroom for like several hours, and it's just kind of what we do. That's kind of our thing. She accepts me for who I am. Yeah, but I will eat like
several
I will eat horrible
hours.
food.
How do you get away with that, dude? How do you get away with several hours? If I did that for more than like 15 minutes, I would get.
I'm embellishing.
If
I'm
my ex-
embellishing for sure. But
Oh,
at least
okay.
sometimes
I
an
was like,
hour.
damn, what are you doing
I can
in
get
there,
away.
bro?
I can get away with an hour if I'm super crafty. Well, the trick is that you go to the bathroom multiple times. Okay, it's not just one setting. Like you come out of the bathroom, right? And this is all real too. Like you can't be lying. So you gotta be prepared. You gotta eat Taco Bell. You gotta eat 2 bowls of chili.
yeah.
You gotta really fuck yourself up. So I'm not actually lying about any of this. I'm just holding it in as long as humanly possible. So yeah. And
That's got to do a number on your insides.
yeah, but it's totally worth out doing the work. Like being in pure agony and not being able to do anything else for like 2 hours or several hours, you know, in the early part of the day, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. All right, we'll get rid of that picture now. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. That meme had me like dialed in. I'm like, somebody knows my life.
That's so funny, dude.
No, we do though. We have such a. I love my wife. I'm a lucky guy, and I just want to put that out there. The whole universe, that she's amazing. She is. She does a lot. She's a wonderful mom. She makes me a better person. Yeah, I feel it. Gooey. And I know you're gonna find that, Dub. I know you're gonna find that. Like, I want to say that you're a good. You're
No
a good
doubt.
dude.
Hey.
I'm not saying you're doubting that at all, but you will find a lady who appreciates you. Like you got to meet on that level.
I have no doubts in
Yeah.
my mind.
I know this for a fact. But you're going to take your time, and so you're doing all the right things, and I'm just going to be your wingman, okay, over here, and I'm just going to be getting ladies to slide.
You got to
into your-
guide the cock.
I'm going to slide
Yeah,
ladies
just
into your
slide 'em on
DMs,
over.
but maybe
They're
not.
not-
start
it's not
off-
going to work. Like 99%
Maybe not start
of
off
them,
with
they're all
the
going to.
creepy lines, okay? Just put those away. Put them in a flammable
Creepy
box.
lines like what?
Just like what you just said. Anything related to that. Maybe chill on the
What did I
ass.
say?
Guide that cock. Like
On the ass grabbing?
I'm gonna guide. I will
Bro,
guide.
I
it,
don't
but
even say anything.
I'm gonna guide your
literally
heart
didn't
first,
even say
and
anything.
then your cock. Your heart's going in first. We're going in the heart first, boys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
I don't have to. Oh,
I'm just saying, you're a good guy. Okay, don't listen to him. He's wild. He's wild.
the less I talk, the better it is. That's basically what it comes down to.
I know where
What
you
we're
are
trying to
though.
tell
Like I get it. You're like, it's that like what? It's like word vomit, and you're not like you don't really mean any of it. You're just like, what am I doing? Stop that. What part of this brain is this? Can I flip the switch to flip that like part of me off that does this when I'm like in front of people and it's just like not even me? Yeah, I feel I know what's happening. Okay.
I don't know, man. My style works. It been working ever since.
It been working.
Since. Been working.
I bet.
I don't think I'm gonna change it up too much.
Hold on here. I want to see something real quick. I just gotta check something out. All right, man. I think we're solid. I think that's a solid show, man. You got anything else you want to like get out there? Like you embarrass yourself, like you know, like what's going on? Like, is that it? Are we good? Are we thoroughly embarrassed?
I'm pretty sure we talked about mostly everything that we wanted to talk about. Oh, we did kind of forget to mention before the baby Trump and baby Biden, we forgot to mention that just recently, or did we mention it, that Trump isn't going to even like go to the virtual poll or the virtual debate?
We did skip that. Turtle Chew, thank you for the bits. Those are some big
them babies coming in.
Bitties. Sorry, we gotta whore ourselves. You know, if you tip a stripper, you better do a dance. That's what I always say. No, what were you saying? Yeah, no, we did not. We skipped over it. I think everybody knows though. I mean, it would have been good to bring it up.
That's whatever. I don't even know why I brought that up.
It's good. I mean, we can talk about it a little bit. You know, he's skipping the
needs more booty.
He doesn't want to do the virtual debate. I don't see like I can't really get into his mind about that. Like the only thing I can think is that he thinks like he's like this full package, and if he's not live, like you don't like like there in your face, then he can't do his thing, and I can respect that. You know, like he knows what his thing is, and if he knows he can't do his thing, he's not gonna do it. So I can feel that. I think that's what's happening. I don't know.
I mean, if you take his word for it,
he's just not doing it because
because he's a pussy. Oh, sorry. Who said that? That was a dick.
I think that was recording. I think I hit the sound, a little sound bite by accident. All right. So
pussy.
That's yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy the show for what it is. The point is like a show to get better and get better at doing this, and to grow as people too. You know, because we're not perfect, and I think like talking and having like an open audience is gonna like help with that, so like people understand each other. And the main point I want to make is that this first episode was unique in the fact that it's only me and Dub, but in the future I would like for there to be a guest, a third person in here. So if you got like an opinion or experience you'd like to share and talk about a certain topic, let us know. You can message us in the Discord. The Discord's in the About section, but I can post the link in there and just slide in our DMs and hit us up and let us know like what you want to talk about, and we can have like a little rehearsal and see what we can do, because I'd really like this to be a show where you have a new person on every single time. So every Thursday I would love there to be a different person on, and it's everyday people just like me and Up here. So just let us know what you guys think about that. Let me get these. I'm gonna roll some credits real quick. Just check these out. These are important credits, guys. Okay. Don't leave before the credits are done. Do not leave before the credits.
Yeah, don't leave just yet. We got a little.
Okay, there's no reason. There's no reason except for you shouldn't leave before credits are over. That's it. Just pay your respects, okay?
Advent, he did a lot. I mean, he did quite a bit to get this show on the road, and he wanted to send you guys off with something really special. And he actually went out of his way to get this special song just for you guys.
Get permission, yeah.
And
get
now
permission
we can't
to make
even
sure.
listen to
you know how music is these days. You gotta.
Yeah.
If you don't ask, your shit's getting taken down. So I hit this guy up. Said, let me use that track. He said yes. And now there's no music. This stream will end the way it was planned, except for the part where it got deep.
Yeah, come hell or high water. All right, here we go. Got it?
Yeah.
Go.
I said diapers ain't cheap. Spent a couple G's. Wet ass poopies make that pull up game weak. Woo. Yeah. Yeah, I'm cleaning up some wet ass poopies. Bring some
true,
Pampers
every
and
day.
10 wipes for these wet ass poopies. Got this diaper genie stuffed with these wet ass
I got a
poopies.
diaper
Push it
genie.
out, Tiger extra large. Not a fart, this butt discharge. Pushing poopies all day and night. At 95, working twice as hard. Pop on pop, I wanna read. A clean shirt is what I need. Smile on his face, relief in his eyes. Diaper leaking down juicy thighs. Take a look, I'm surprised. When you
Oh,
eat corn,
shit.
no reply. I wanna
watch
take
out, someone's
a
gonna
car
grab your ass.
ride, no luck. He pooed before we left the garage. Chocolate cream makes me scream. Onesie slick with a shiny sheen. Baby, look, I keep you clean. Let me re-up on this A&D.
Probably gotta pee, it's dripping onto me. Quick towel down before you lift the poopies onto me. Feet them on a cushion, never know what I'm about to see. It runs down.
Oh, you like how that booty pop, baby?
Flip that lid. Ask for a mask while I wipe so slick. Gotta give props for the fake methane. Watch you kick around just like Liu Kang. Messy boots, dirty coat from these wet ass poopies. I drop my phone in the diaper full of wet ass poopies. Up in the kitchen, he's so wriggly with these wet ass poopies. Chocolate rain down the drain, see some wet ass poopies.
Look, I need a bag thicker, I need a can closer. He a messy stinker, I be a free thrower, not a tiny squirt. It's a king cobra, get a hazmat for this supernova. Spending mad money,
Gonna
gas
need a whole
unleaded,
paper towel to
diapers and
clean
towels.
this shit
On
up.
credit, leaking I fear, sleep sack is
yeah,
wetted. Love
baby.
Jackson Pollock,
I got a
check this
bounty.
aesthetic. Bottles and sips, I need me gulps. Homie, slow down, you don't wanna choke. When you push out your bowel movements, dang, look down and see that you're soaked. I'm honestly tired, mommy's Dasani, food going in dry and coming out soggy. My washing machine, I'm using it nightly, spits up his milk and now he trying to bite me.
Your Honor, he's a sweet kid, but have you seen this dirty crib? Cause it's been quite a weekend. Leaking to his knees, cause I better start cleaning. Call CDC, tossing weights on the ceiling. Tell me, baby, what they feed you. If you got a rash on the bottom, cleaner. Big dukes, they blast like speakers. Fast like Rush or a Tech 9 feature. Like a boomerang, it's back again. You can't hurt my feelings. I'm just saying. If you walk in and ask who did it, diaper slicker won't smell the same.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm scrubbing up some wet ass poopies. Bring a bucket
Man,
and a
poopies,
mop.
wet ass poopies really makes me
Wet
wanna
ass
go.
poopies. Bring me Clorox
Really gets
and
me
don't stop
going.
for these
Wet ass poopies.
Cracks a lot, never stops. That's some wet ass poopies. How many nuggets gonna drop? That's some wet ass poopies. He's going wop, wop, wop. That's some wet ass poopies. It's unholy, grab a cross
thick.
for these wet ass poopies. Huh.
Oh, my nipples are hard. Sorry.
Wake's hot. All right. Bye.
Hey
Bye.
guys. Yo, thank you all for coming. Love you. I love you all.
Yo, just like everybody's
next time.
different.
Bye.
Every show is different. Talking about new things, we're different. Everything we talk about is different. Just like you and me, yeah, we're different. Sometimes we disagree, but we're different. Everybody knows that we're different. We come together even though we're different. Oh, we're different. We're different. We're different. We're different. We're different. We're different. Yeah. And this is the different show. 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 This is the